guys, welcome back. And of course my glasses are dirty. You know what? I think I just can't notice them because with this light is really bright. And so when I turn it on is when I notice that, ooh, no. They're dirty. Any hooser. Gemini, I believe. I hope. Gemini, we are doing what is your next blessing. There we go. That's much more better. Alright. I don't know if some of you guys are religious or if you're not, but as I was trying to meditate, I kind of got cut off by my own intuition, and I started hearing this song. I'm pretty sure it's a religious song. It goes, Jesus loves me, oh yes he does. Jesus loves me, oh yes he does. That song, I don't know if you guys have heard it or not. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not religious, so I can't even tell you where I learned that song. I probably learned it from a movie, to be honest, because movie or book, but you can't hear musical notes through a book, right? Unless you're reading music notes, which is obvious. Anyway, okay, Gemini. So I don't know if you guys are going through something, and that actually just as I was fine while I was singing it, and then right now when I said that you guys are going through something, it made my heart kind of jump. Okay, Geminis. Geminis, what is your next blessing coming in? Some of you guys might just have peace coming in, honestly. It could be that you guys have felt yeah, and look, I just felt like I could breathe, like my chest wasn't heavy. Some of you guys might have been going through it. I mean, everybody's going through it, right, in a different way. But I feel like, you know, maybe for you guys it's just been a lot. Some of you guys could have actually lost someone, because isn't that kind of like a funeral song? If that's the case, I am very sorry. Condolences, pésame for, you know, for whoever you lost. I don't really feel like you lose people. I think that they just wake up where they belong. And unfortunately, us living have to, right? We're the ones that suffer, or they just kind of wake up where they're meant to be. Hopefully that helps. If not, well, I'm sorry. All right. All right. Gemini's next blessing. I keep hearing that song. It's on repeat. Jesus loves me, oh yes he does. Jesus loves me. Forgiveness, look at that. Forgiveness. Oh, and underneath is change. Interesting. I think another sign got this. I think Aries got this, or Taurus actually, but you guys, and wonders never cease to amaze, right? I'm telling you, I feel like you guys have, is that yeah, that's on the phone. I felt like there was a piece of hair lint or something, but it's on my phone. Anyway, yeah, wonders never cease to amaze. I feel like you guys are gonna, something's coming in that it feels like it's a miracle. It does feel like, I don't know if you guys ever seen a shooting star, or if you've ever seen what is it called, for when they fall from the sky? What are they called? I look really tan. I'm not sure why. I haven't left my I'm not tanned. I'm pretty light skinned, but yeah, I look really tan, which I guess, I don't know. A meteor. And that's like a miracle, right? Like, that's amazing. Like, there's something falling out of space, falling into on onto earth, right? It does feel like there is something that's coming in that's gonna feel like a miracle, right? Wonders never cease, and this is gonna put you almost into a thriving mode. This doesn't necessarily have to be something in the physical. This could just be like literally, I'm telling you, this could be peace coming in with forgiveness and change. I feel like you guys are finally letting something go, or this could be somebody that's coming in and asking for forgiveness, but I feel like you guys are releasing. You guys are releasing things that you guys, I feel like you've been releasing for a while. But remember, when you're doing huge clearings, when you're doing huge releases and healing trauma, you're clearing up things from like past, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about like lifetimes and stuff. With that though, I feel like once you're able to release that, once you're able to let that go, I do feel like it's an energy, to be honest with you. I don't feel like this is a person, a place, or a thing. I feel like it's an energy of heaviness, an energy of still holding on to things that I don't even think you were holding on to them, to be honest with you. I feel like you guys were just healing them, and I feel like other people, because you guys are, you know, light workers and you guys deal with other people's energy, you were almost being dragged down, to be honest with you. So you were healing your own things, and people were adding on to you, and you were kind of healing it without even knowing. But I feel like you've come to a point where you're about to just literally like kind of, it's gonna kind of almost like the gas is gone, right? The gas is gone on it, so it's gonna deflate almost. So that's kind of what I'm getting. And because of that, there is change that's coming in. There's change that's coming in. And when I see this card, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's giving Mary Poppins. You know, like when the original Mary Poppins, I haven't seen the second one, but you know, the original Mary Poppins, when they said the wind is changing, and then Mary Poppins shows up and everything like gets fixed, and she has a bag full of like answers, and she comes and helps, you know, fix everybody's problem, right? It's almost like that. It's almost like there's something that's coming in that's going to help you be able to fix everything that's been going on. I don't want to like make it seem like this is like a huge, like, oh, you're gonna win the lottery. That's not what I'm getting. Not like that anyway. It's almost like something's coming in that's going to be able to, you know, when she comes in, she doesn't come in and fix it. She helps everybody kind of see their course and where they're stepping and where they're not stepping, what they're doing and what they're not doing, right? It's almost like opening your eyes to see how to fix the problem on your own. That's more of what I'm getting, right? This isn't a fix all, like, oh, you're gonna win the lottery, you can fix everything kind of thing, which honestly, that fixes just material things. That doesn't fix spiritual. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't, and I can tell you that from experience. So I know people say, oh, money can fix all your problems. Look, there's people that have been millionaires and have been depressed, and they've unalive themselves because money doesn't fix everything. Does it fix everything materialistic? Yeah. But if you're depressed, there's nothing you can do to buy yourself, or there's nothing you can buy yourself to fix your problems. If money is the only issue, right? But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's health. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's hurt that people just can't let go of. I didn't realize how many people don't actually heal from things of their past, and they continue to hold on to that for the rest of their lives. And I don't understand. I'd be like, why does this person continue to talk about high school? They're 40. That's because that's where they peaked, and that's where they had their biggest damage. And you stopped growing when you have your biggest damage. You have to continue to heal on your own, so you can continue to evolve. The forgiveness, the King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody that did a lot of damage. Somebody that might have come in and was very strict, was very cutting with their words. Somebody, honestly, that did a lot of damage. The person on the card looks very young. So this could have actually been somebody that was younger than you. Look at that person. They look young. This could have been when you were a child, or when you were, you know, a teenager, somebody young. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's your child. Like I said, it could be family, but somebody that did a lot of wrong, and they're looking at their sword almost like, what did we do, right? And I don't see full remorse per se. Remorse, is that, why does that word sound weird? I'm not seeing full remorse here, but what I am seeing is like questioning of actions, questioning of why, when, where, how, right? But I do feel like they're looking at that sword almost as if remembering all the things they did. I feel like this person could be they could be receiving a lot of karma. And the reason why I didn't want to say it's not because, for instance, oh, you did horrible, so you're getting horrible. Yes and no, right? A lot of times karma is realizing what you've done and having to relive that moment over and over and over again, right? Have you ever done something that you were just so embarrassed and humiliated and you cannot believe you acted that way, right? I feel like this person is having to relive moments and things they did over and over and over again, and it is like kind of eating them inside, right? I feel like they're having a hard time moving forward, and I feel like you guys were having a hard time moving forward as well. Because this person was having a hard time moving forward, I feel like they were holding on to your energy, and that's why you were having a hard time moving forward, okay? Because when somebody's trying to hold on to your energy, basically you're carrying them, right? Energetically, whether you want to or not. And some people, like, honestly can be very selfish and not let go of energy. If you want to be the bigger person, the best thing you can do is release energy. Like, I don't give a shit what happens to you, just get the hell out of my face, right? And that really is like the best intent, because, and it's not to say, oh, I'm gonna forget what you did. No, don't forget what they did, but don't hold it on. Oh, don't hold on to it either, right? Just almost remember that as a lesson. Like, okay, well, if I deal with this and I do that, this is gonna happen. And so in the future, when you meet people like that, you know, nay, we're not doing that. No. We're not doing that. We're not dealing with them, right? We're just gonna move forward. Yeah, this is somebody that was immature, was very cutting with their words, could have just said the most, right? And done the most. And they feel very entitled. They feel very entitled to you, to your energy, and to do what they did, right? So now your boundaries are super high. Your boundaries are super high, but there is movement forward, right? There's going to be change coming in, and I feel like you're being moved, right? Some of you guys could actually be moving, but there is a change in the wind. Like I said, I'm getting that Mary Poppins reference. And then when the wind changes, right, is when she leaves, because everything's, and I just saw 333, everything seems to come in and change, right? Let's clarify. Let's get one more on change. Your boundaries are high, but they're not, I don't feel like you're, you have a wall built around you. Well, I don't feel like you're blocked off. I feel like you're very protected, right? With the Hangman in reverse. So I feel like you have took the time and you've changed perspective on certain things, right? With the Knight of Cups and the Empress, I think you took all that love that you've always had to offer. Look, and you're coming out of nightmares. All that love that you always had to offer, and you took the time to heal yourselves. I feel like for some of you guys knew that you were not going to get closure, one, or two, you know that closure from someone else would not have fixed the problem. I came to learn that at an older age, my throat chakra is starting to do a weird thing. So maybe you guys didn't want to talk about it for a long time, but then you finally did see and it went away. You finally were able to talk about it with someone, and you were able to see a different side of things, right? You were able to understand that certain things are just, they really are just a lesson. And it's like, this person did this and that. Yeah, they did. But listen, we have to also sit there and ask yourself, why did I continue to allow it? Why did I continue to deal with this person after the first time I saw what they did, right? I don't feel like this was a one-time occurrence, not even a 3-time occurrence. I felt like this was a repetitive cycle where there was a moment where you needed to take a look at yourself and ask yourself why we were doing this, right? And I feel like you learned and you understood, and now you understand. But this put you into your Empress. Like, this took you from, and I feel like you have reparent yourself. You took that love that you most likely didn't receive, or most likely trying to get from someone else, and you took that and you gave that to yourself, and you turned yourself into a queen. Or it doesn't matter your what you know, masculine or feminine. You turned into the Empress. But I feel like you did that starting with your inner child through years of loving yourself, treating yourself correctly, everything that you didn't have when you were younger, right? And this is bringing you out of out of nightmares, basically. Not basically, literally out of nightmares, right? Okay, let's clarify the King of Swords again. Or let's just clarify deeper. Your energy is a little bit serious and a little bit angry. I feel kind of irritated and what is that feeling? Irritated and like maybe annoyed. I just saw 1717. Clouds, yeah, thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, beyond view, unclear. Yeah, you guys were confused. There were misunderstandings. There were not misunderstandings. There was choices that were made, and unfortunately choices that were accepted. I do feel though that there was a point where you guys finally said no, and boundaries were not respected, right? This clouded you for a really long time. This put like this, almost like this, it was almost like you walked into a deep scary forest and you stayed there for a really long time. And it's only because it put yourself, and I'm wanting to cry now, it put yourself into a state of asking yourself why people keep mistreating you, right? And I feel like a lot of you guys felt guilt. A lot of you guys felt guilt for accepting certain behaviors, for maybe your family allowing your family to see certain things, for, you know, allowing to be treated a certain way, right? And it's because you had a pattern from this life. I don't feel like this was the person to ever treat you badly either. I feel like in past lives you did the same thing to yourself. You abandoned yourself. And in this life you had to break that cycle, not only for you, but if you have family, if you have kids, you did that for the next generation coming up, right? That was a pattern that needed to be broken, and I feel like you guys broke that. But it did take a toll on you. Red flags. For some of you guys, this person could be coming back around. I just got the yes card. For some of you guys, this person could be coming back around, trying to see if they can come back in. They are not changed. They are just trying to manipulate in a different way. This will not end well. This is not somebody that you want to deal with, right? You got warnings here. There's serious issues. There's literally risky, danger, proceed with caution, something's off. Some of you guys, this person is coming back. And you guys, and it's because you guys have something else coming back, and you guys have everything coming back, like health, money, friendship, right? The tides are changing, and because this person can feel you finally releasing that energy, they're coming in to try to dig their claws back in. Yes, it's true. Yeah. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even allow this. I wouldn't even answer this person's phone call, to be honest with you. I wouldn't talk to them. I would not. This is not the energy that I'm getting. This is not somebody that you even want to entertain. Like, even if you want closure, I promise you, you're not going to get closure. This person is not earnest in their feelings and their apologies. This person wants what they want, and it's giving like, I want what I can't have energy, okay? This is somebody that has cried about every serious ex-girlfriend and continues to cry about them. You've just been added to the list, right? I feel like they do the most to certain women. I feel like they treat all people that they're in relationships with like shit, right? But some of them, they treat them extra shitty. And I feel like you were added to that list, and it's almost like they get enamored with that last person until they find another person that it's I'm seeing this weird ass cycle. I don't know. This is a no though. Like, absolutely not. You do not want to go here. You do not want to even allow space for this person, because this person will put in their foot and then worm their fucking way in. This is an absolute no. There is something else coming in, right? I feel like for you to see this is going to allow you to forgive and let go on your own. If they want to just give an apology and then just be like, cool, don't ever contact me again, go ahead. I know though that there are people out there that will be like, oh, I'll take that as in we're good. Can I get back in? Like, no. And if you know that's the case, and if you know you're not safe, do not allow these people back in your life. Okay? Alright. Let's get you guys some guidance. You guys need to drink water. I drink a lot of water, but I'm like dehydrated, and I just saw 4 twos. So I know this is your guys' energy. You guys are thirsty. You guys need water. Water. I'm looking for my water. Alright, let's get some guidance for Gemini. Gemini. I'm also not shuffling right, so I don't know if this person like takes you out of your, yeah. All right, one more. There we go. Okay. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Yeah. Listen, you can understand what somebody did and release it and let go and move on with your life without hating them, right? Any hate. You don't want to hate. You don't want to hold on to that hate. You'll probably have the ick, right? But no hate. It's time to release that shit. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Yeah, I feel like you're moving into your purpose, and there's change coming in, and it's just time to release that, because you can't take that where you're going, right? Where you're going, you can't have that. All right? Okay, Geminis, I love you guys so much. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.